So unfortunately, we're not gonna have JJK. We're gonna skip it. I know, I'm so sorry. We got something better. Anybody remember Barney the dinosaur? I'm just joking. JJK is about to start, guys, very, very, very shortly.
Man, I want to go.
We're gonna animate. We have a holographic Barney just gonna come up on stage. Look, boys. No. Anyway, JJK. Cool stuff. And they're ready. All right, let me introduce the amazing moderator, Maddie Moore.
Hello, and I'm in Pasadena. How's everyone doing this morning? Yeah, Robbie just roll here. That's nice. Oh, late. Hey guys, fantastic. All right. All right. So we will go ahead and get started, and then when Robbie gets here, he can jump right on in with us.
Cartwheels to come down.
Yeah. He's probably going to zip line in.
Yeah, they'll come down and see.
Yeah. His harness is stuck.
That'll be fun. Descend on a rope.
All right, so we will go down the line, and I will have you guys introduce yourselves and tell the audience who your voice, just in case they know your voice but not your faces.
Okay, close your eyes. Can you hear me? Is this okay?
I can hear you better.
Close your eyes. Picture a pink-haired boy. Golden retriever-like energy. My name's Eugene Story. I'm into girls like Jennifer Lawrence.
Hello, you guys. My name is KG10, and I did voice the human earthworm in Jackie. And also Sakura Gojo. I guess.
I've heard of it.
Hi guys, I'm Anne and I voice Nobara at Kugisaki.
My name is Lex Lang, and I voice Suguru Gato and Kenjaku.
My name's Nicholas Roy. I voice Junpei in season 1 and Toji Fushiguro in season 2.
Oh no.
Got Junpei.
Oh, let's go! Wait, your cosplay is not each other. The betrayal.
Oh no.
The betrayal.
You suck. I was just about to do this for Junpei. Robbie will slip in it. Robbie will try and be different in front of the stage. He will slip it.
Keep us on our toes.
Yeah.
Fantastic. All right. So I'm going to ask them a few questions first, and then I will let you guys know when the Q&A portion starts. So start thinking of your questions for the cast, and we will go ahead and get started.
All right.
So we will go down the line. Of course, the last time I said down the line, it was a little bit chaotic, Adam.
What?
You jumped around last time.
Don't remind me of the past.
So was
I look for the now.
that's true. I'm so sorry. Was there a moment when you were recording or reading lines, or maybe even reading like the early manga, where you realized how much you relate to your character?
No, I'm just kidding. think like from the get-go, like literally the first scene in the anime where Yuji, or I don't know if it's the first, but no, because he wakes up with you. Like waking up in the chair. No, the scene with Yuji and his grandpa, like that whole thing. Like I feel like that was sort of the moment where I was like, oh, this kid is like dealing with family stuff, having to overcome some sadness, and then also kind of push forward. And then from that moment, I was like, this is my guy. And then, of course, the golden retriever energy that we see all throughout season 1. Bring us back to season 1, please. Can't we go back? Can't we go back to simpler times? You know what?
You have to live in the now.
Hold on a second. I'm having flashbacks to Anime Pasadena last year.
Yes.
Where on the panel we were talking about, like I made you say you crying, and then went viral on TikTok, people posted it, the panel, and now we're sad. Now we've lived through season 2 and we're sad.
Now we are crying.
Nothing from this panel will go viral on TikTok. Oh my God, so we're so sad. No, Nanami's gone.
Oh my God.
Crying, Mommy, you suck. If anything goes viral, I hope it's you tripping on the Everyone punch that Mommy to cosplayer. No, don't do that.
You're so good.
That will be what goes. That's gonna be what goes viral.
Local voice actor gets cosplayer punched.
All you'll see in the comments is me being like, I'm not local, I'm going wide, baby. Sorry, what was the question? Just kidding. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, so I think really what that moment for me was like when, it's not the first scene he's introduced, because that was the very first scene, like Adam said. But when he started like taking pictures of Megumi, and when he's like beat up, he's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna show your classmates. I'm like, this is the kind of trolling I can get behind. And like, I was watching it with my wife, and she's like, oh, he's just like you. I was like, first of all, that's character assassination. Second of all, I agree. How about you, Anne?
For me, like pretty early on, like the way that Novara, like
Shops.
the way she interacts with her friends, like the way she interacts with Yuji and Megumi is the way I am with my guy friends. So like immediately I caught onto that energy. It's like, oh, I get this girl. Like she's just like me for real. But yeah, there's a lot about her that I feel like comes direct from me. Yeah.
Hey. That was a very quiet moment all of a sudden.
I think we were confused by the stat.
Let's see, how do I relate to Geto or Kenjaku? Damn monkeys. No, I don't think that. I don't hate monkeys. No, I don't hate monkeys. I don't hate real monkeys. Non-sorcerer monkeys I can't stand. No, I think basically I have a desire for a better world. I think in my own way, not to create a world of Jujutsu sorcerers, but just to have a better world in general.
You also really hate the taste of vomit and poop, right?
I do hate the taste of vomit and poop.
And he dressed as a nurse for Halloween.
Yeah.
I was a nurse. I was nurse Kenjaku. Find those pictures.
I immediately related to Toji. I was like, holy shit, I don't have first energy either. I'm just like this dude. And then with Junpei, I was like, holy shit, I used to get my ass kicked by my brother all the time. Just like Junpei too. But no, other than that, these two characters were brand new to me, especially Toji. In my 16-year career as a voice actor now, I never really was cast as a villain. I wasn't really cast as big dudes either. Shortly before that, I got cast as a really big character in Baki Hanma. And I was like, man, are you sure you guys are offering the right guy this role? It's like a really big dude. I'm not really, I'm like 5'8". And So then when I was really surprised when I got offered Toji, because typically in my career I was offered, really young characters. But so yeah, stark contrast to what I'm used to doing, but man, I love it. I feel like I kind of turned a new leaf, and now I can do these villains and bigger characters and Junpei, tragic character. I have in my career gotten casted like Shisui Uchiha in Naruto. Great dude, tragic story, gets killed off really early. Junpei, great kid, tragic story, gets killed off really early. So I'm that guy too. I die really well, really quick. We have another guest.
Welcome, Robbie.
I'm sorry, I was asleep for the last 500 days.
It's okay. Well, welcome.
Robbie, we were just answering how you relate to the character you play. How do you relate to them?
I literally slept in.
I was down in Bear Street last night at Take the Tag, and it was an amazing experience. So we were there. Good. Just to get some culture to Jujutsu Kaisen, how do I relate to Manny? I don't know, man. He's a kind of a big grump, but with a heart of gold, and I'm more of a goofy individual. So I don't know. The way I relate with Maggie the most is he loves his friends. He loves his friendos. And I'm unfortunately one of those older people who has a good friend circle. So I love my friends, including this cast. Everybody up here is the best. And that's it. That's how me and Gooby are buddies.
Aww.
Good question.
Nick, I did want to ask, if you could put a price on your son, like if you could just put like a tag on it, right? Like what would that number be, you think?
More than Rico for sure, so I'd say maybe 300 mil.
300 mil, okay.
Is that yen? Is that yen or is that
That's
USD?
pretty good. That's multiple retirements. I can respect.
Yeah, right. Wait, I didn't run this scenario. A price tag? So I immediately cease to exist and or die for this amount of money?
300 million is a lot though, right?
That is a lot. And I think that I've got kids, so that sets them up generally.
Would you sell a kid for 300 million?
Sell a kid? No! My kid's like, that's 300 million. I understand the number. For a kid. I get it. No, I can make more. They're simple.
How much would you sell your own child for and they actually think for a second about it?
Yeah. No, not at all. No, but if I myself could kick the bucket for $300 million.
This isn't about you, Robbie. It's about your spawn.
Damn. No, it is about my spawn because they would be hooked up. Wait, tax-free? Tax-free? 300 mil tax-free? And I get to choose how to die? I'm in. Hey, this is my fictional story now.
So sorry.
Go.
What was the question?
You all answered the question. This is great. No, KG is apparently the moderator now, so I'll just say
I really want to know the number.
No, it's all good. So, Jujutsu Kaisen is one of the few, if not only, one of the few Shonen Jump anime with zero filler.
I almost thought you were going to say zero fans.
Robbie.
Oh, sorry. You're not getting out of here easy. You got the podium.
If you could write a filler episode, what kind of filler would you like to see in Jujutsu Kaisen?
Literally anything. Literally anything. I just want a moment.
That was fast. Andy.
I was shopping art. I want to go shopping. Do a makeover.
Just for me, it would be like an arc where like no one's dead.
I'd love that actually. I'd love that.
Yeah, we got teased a little bit about like a Geto, Gojo, Shoko kind of like fighting game arcade like thing that happened like towards the end of like Hidden Inventory. I kind of wanted to see that as like a couple episodes. That would be really fun. Anything. I missed the baseball episode for God's sake. You know what I mean? Like that was the closest thing we had to fill filler. It's like, oh, that's so nice. That's like baseball.
Yeah, but that's canon. The baseball episode's canon, it's not filler.
You can really tell a lot about a person by how many Tic Tacs they take from you. And how many Tic Tacs did you take? The perfect amount. 2 is too small, anything more than 3, you're greedy. Sorry, go ahead.
Your favorite episode, Robbie, is the Tic Tac exchange?
That's what I was gonna ask, yeah.
It's how I judge anyone before I let them into my inner circle. I don't tell them though, I just slide them a thing of Tic Tacs.
I think a European vacation together would be good for a filler episode. They're all in a van together, traveling through Europe.
Oh yeah, Euro trip. That's fun.
Oh, can you imagine all the cursed spirits on the Euro trip?
What are you doing here? This is me old cat. You'll never exercise me, old cat.
Is that your audition?
Yeah.
That's really what we're trying to the show is a cockney cursed spirit.
Yeah. I always like filler episodes where they chase like a nonsense villain, like in Shippuden or like early Naruto is like, we're going after Tiger Guy. Canonically, there aren't any animal people in Naruto. You're like, wow, why is this guy a tiger guy? Yeah, I want to hunt down like a silly villain because I think all the villains in JJK are like the best. I think they're so well constructed. Everybody loves them. But don't we don't talk about it. Actually, maybe that is the filler episode. We just didn't know.
That's cool.
Fantastic, absolutely amazing. So what scene across either the first season, second season, or movie challenged you the most as an actor?
Human earthworm.
Oh, sorry. Hold please. The opulence, the luxury. Personally delivered boba.
On the panel, baby. What?
No
What?
Tic Tac.
Of course that's gonna happen. That's my, what's it called? My brand. That's so dumb. What was the question?
What scene in either season 1 or 2 or the movie challenged you the most as an actor?
Well, dang, come on. Obviously, it's freaking season 2. The Shibuya incident. That was freaking hard.
The whole incident?
The entire
The
incident.
whole incident. The whole incident. No, yeah, I mean, obviously, Yuji went through it in the back half of season 2. Basically, like the last 8 episodes of season 2 consisted of me going into the booth and getting into like such a funky headspace, and then the director being like, all right, good job, see you next week, and then having to leave and come back, and like, I was just living in this like dark space, basically. You know, obviously I've never leveled a portion of Tokyo before. But you have to find a way as an actor to relate to your character, and so Yuji in that moment is feeling like massive amounts of guilt, which we've all felt. He's feeling all these things that you don't really want to be dwelling on. But I think the way JJK is animated, the way this portion of the story is told, the way the Japanese VAs delivered for this portion of the series, kind of forced us to, not that we wouldn't have, you know, done our job, but it just, all of these things required us to kind of give everything we've got to this portion. It's funny, like in the JJK group chat, which was popping off every week during the weeks of the manga, and also anytime anything like was posted online, like for example, when Junya Inoki was on the floor, like screaming over the mic, and it was the Yuji breakdown scene where he's like screaming, "Die, only me," that portion, and it went viral everywhere. You guys, all y'all saw it. And the consensus online was like, wow, he's giving everything. And to all of us, it was like, well, yeah, that's our job. That's what we're supposed to do. And so it was very much for me, like this portion of Shibuya was very much me living in that. I was crying every session, like leaving, where I'd be like, oh yeah, I'm fine. And then driving home and like burst into tears, just because you're living with these like gross feelings of guilt and sadness and yeah, all things that we can relate to in our real life, but then you're
yeah, just doing the job.
That's a great scene. I've never had anyone offer to mic me up while writhing on the floor.
No.
Like,
Engineers don't like that.
yeah, that sounds awesome. But I wonder how far the rabbit hole goes. Like, would you mic me up while I'm at home asleep on my couch?
Yeah.
Would you consider it? Yeah, toughest parts are tough. I don't know.
I mean, I also remember when you were talking about that very specific scene. I for sure was like the first thing I said was like, "Wow, this is really impressive." There's no way he's on mic, right, guys? There's like, this is not usable, right? Like,
His head was down here.
here, the mic was here.
It's so
It's like,
funny.
the engineer must be pissed. Like,
But it was a great part.
it was.
Don't ruin the illusion.
Yeah, that's no speaking behind the curtain. So for me, it was any time Gato and Gojo had a conflict. That was probably the height of Gojo's emotional storytelling. You know, the breakup in front of the KFC. You know, the scene in the Shibuya train. You know, the stuff with the prison realm. All of that was like the toughest because you really want to honor these characters' feelings towards each other. They really are, you know, each other's number one. So we had to really care, you know. So that stuff probably for me, Gojo, yeah.
My hardest moment was when they made me voice that gross pervy guy in the episode where Toji comes back because they didn't have anybody. I didn't even want to say.
Oh my god.
And I didn't want to do it, and they were like, "Please help, please, it's Dude Marley. We don't have any other actors." And I was like, "For literally, I would do anyone else." But then they tried to make me the guy who turns into my dad, and I was like, "No, I literally can't do that."
guy.
Yeah, it wasn't even him. It was the word. No, actually, it was reverse. They wanted me to do that guy first, and I was like, "That's a fact. Nobody will like that. That if I become then my own dad." And they're like, "All right, we got the only other character for you is this disgusting pervert." But I was like, "All right, I'm gonna do a bad job and do a stupid voice," and that was the hardest part for me ever because I didn't want to
Doing
do
a
it.
bad job.
And they made me do it.
Robbie doesn't know what that's like, so like, you know.
So hard. I don't have a serious answer for this question.
Okay, I think it was, so in Novara's like last big episode in season 2, where you do like the flashback, and then it flashes back to her, like kind of in her own like mind palace, and she's thinking about the end is coming, and she's remembering Fumi, and she's thinking about her friends, and she's like coming to terms with what's about to happen to her. I had to do that like 2 or 3 times because the first time I did it, I was way too emotional, and then I was crying, and then I was like, oh, I can't do that, that's too much. So we had to do it again, and then I think the second time I did it, and I was too stoic, and so we had to like hit the fine line treading like between being emotional and being like stoic and like accepting of like your fate. And I think we got there, but it took a couple of times, and I feel like that happens a lot for me when I'm doing emotional scenes. Like I have to go there and then kind of pull it back and then see like where can I let it out and then where can I kind of like hide it. That's my little secret sauce.
There's a hidden photographer. We're posing for like this hidden photographer.
Oh, we are?
You guys missed it. She was like crawling into place.
They're all looking for you.
Yeah, we're at you and they just go, there it is. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Pop up like a dolphin.
So yeah. I think for me, the emotional stuff, you know, I kind of relate to what Keiji was saying, is that the relationship between Gato and Gojo is so strong that anytime like they have this, whether it be splitting up or even Kenjaku putting him in the prison realm, those were always like really deep moments. Like when Gato descended into his darkness, you know, there's that scene where he's like leaning up against the shower and he's just in misery, you know, he's just sitting there and the water's coming down on him. And, you know, I was pretty heavy. And when I was in the booth, I was just kind of quiet in there for a minute, and the engineer was like, "You all right?" I'm like, "Yeah." He goes, "You crying?" But I was a little bit. But no, those scenes are the emotional ones that like are pretty intense. When you get there as an actor, you got to really like submerge yourself into them. And so, yeah, I would say Gato's entire descent into that dark space for me.
There were 2 tough ones for me. The first one was so me and the voice actress for Rico were kind of like brought in at the same time, Reba. And so it's kind of like, oh, you're back on, you're on, me too, yeah, that's awesome, you're on JJK season 2. And then the scene where, I basically have to put her out of her misery is Rico, and then, calm and cool be like, all right, job's done, you're free to go now. And I was like, damn, I just took Reba right off the show. So that kind of sucked, I was like, damn, that was tough. But the truly tough one, or toughest one, I guess, was the last scene that Toji had with Megami, where obviously there was kind of this very short, concise scene, really well done, really well orchestrated musically, and where his inner demons kind of show, but at the same time it's very muted, it's very calm at the same time, and that kind of complex. The inner complexities, I guess, that Toji has in that moment, without being like, super typical or whatever. I just think it was probably the toughest one. I had to play that scene, but it ended up working out really well in the end. And when I heard the score and everything underneath it, but yeah.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Okay, so this will be my final question. And so if you guys want to start getting ready to, there should be microphones or a microphone somewhere. I can't see. Excellent. This is my final question, and we'll do Q&A.
You cosplayers are looking amazing out there, by the way.
Except the Mojito.
Alright, if you're not already standing, that's probably going to be it.
All right, so this question's a little bit on the silly side. Robbie actually has a game coming out.
Oh my god. This is not the right question for the last question for the Jujutsu. Alright.
As the game suggests, you can literally date everything. If your character in Jujutsu Kaisen was to play this game, who would they try to date?
Megan the Stallion.
Play and date everything. The canonical lore is you can't date anything living. What are you talking about? If you're very confused right now, if you didn't see this trailer, we made a video game, a SAG video game, where you can date everything in your house. It becomes an anthropomorphized version of that thing.
You can date the toilet.
And also concepts. You can date your own overwhelming sense of existential dread, which is what Megami would date. That character's name is Doug.
This is a very easy answer for me because my wife is actually in this game. Very talented Marcy Edwards. She will be voicing water. So Gojo will be very normal about the water in the house for sure.
If it weren't your wife, I would make a wet joke, but I won't.
All right, hey. And appeal.
That's it, nobody will get it.
No, Megan the Stallion is my answer. I'm not changing it.
Megan the Stallion DLC.
We'll make a rocking horse called Megan the Stallion.
It's not a rocking horse, it's literally Megan the Stallion. She's in the house.
We're gonna make a little baby. It's called Yuji the Horse.
Well, it has to be an inanimate object. It can be like a painting of Megan the Stallion.
No, it's the real one.
And it's your turn. Wait, was it me or was it my character?
Your character.
Nora would date her credit card.
What's the maximum charge? Oh.
You got it unlimited. Your hard pass.
What's the first question out there?
Yeah, thank you for asking. That's very sweet.
All right, are we moving into Q&A? Are you guys not answering those questions?
We are.
Hello.
Okay, here we go. My question to you guys is, how do you think Geito's character would have ended up if Gojo was the one that talked to him at his lowest instead of Yuki?
It would have been a whole different story, I think. I think they would have teamed up to do some good things together, but I think he felt sort of alone, and he just kind of, went his own direction at that point. I think Gojo would have been a strong influence on him. Where were you?
It's really tragic that those two didn't actually just get together and have a conversation about it, It's like, such good friends. I know, like, canonically they were like, they were being used in different missions all the time and all that stuff, but really, like, if those two got to sit on the bench that day, Gojo maybe could have been like, bro, you ever tried to just put ketchup on the curse balls? You know what I mean? Like, I think Gojo would have been like, holy shit. That literally could have changed his life. Yeah, I would have loved to explore that alternate path. Yeah, thank you. Hello.
My question for you guys is, what is the biggest challenge you think your character has had to face so far?
So far in the anime.
Yeah, in the anime.
Anime questions only.
Literally everything.
Yeah. The entire incident.
The incident. The aforementioned incident.
Losing half a face is real tough.
Oh no!
I mean, Human Earthworm had all those kids. You were one of the kids? Yeah. You were one of Earthworm kids. Oh my god.
Would you have soul and for
100%.
I think for Gato, it was probably deciding whether he was going to protect the weak or destroy them all.
Yeah.
It's a tough decision.
For Toji, probably being able to have any love for himself at all, much less to be able to have love for his son, It's kind of an internal thing that he's always had. I think it's probably the best answer I could give.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah.
Thanks, Dad.
My question is for those who don't have characters, don't have domain expansions. What would your domain expansion be?
We were talking about this earlier, huh?
Yeah, somebody actually came to my table and asked me to invent a name of Yuji's domain to write on their Funko Pop, and I wrote Domain Expansion Therapy Session.
We all need that as JJ.
Right? Because Yuji and Nobara don't have domains, right? Domain expansions. So then when I got the character, I was like looking her up and I was reading about like the lore and kind of like delving into like what is her curse technique. And so it's actually oh gosh, I don't remember the name of it in Japanese, but it's basically based on this old like cursing technique. Like scorned women would like go out in the middle of the night to like a Shinto shrine and like nail effigies to a tree to like curse their ex-lovers. And so right?
Yeah, that's
right?
cool.
And so that time that they would go out was between 1 and 3 a.m. and it was called the Hour of the Ox. So I said it would be Domain Expansion Effigy of the Ox.
I got it.
Yeah.
I don't think Toji could have one, could he?
No.
Domain expansion 300 mil.
Black Flash?
Yeah. That'd be cool. Actually, Toji doing a Black Flash would be super cool.
That'd be sick.
That would be really cool. Thank you.
That was awesome.
Boogie woogie baby.
Hello.
My question's for Alan.
Okay.
I was curious, how was it like recording for Mega Baby Stallion? And if you could possibly say your lines right now.
Oh yeah, what's it like being a rap god is basically what I'm good here. Listen, growing up a small child in Northern California, I had a dream of becoming a rapper one day and hitting that top 50 Billboard charts. And at this point I've peaked. I don't know what else there is to do at this point. And I'm a tall woman with a nice big ass. Like Grammy winner Megan Thee Stallion. The story of the whole thing is basically in 2021, after that episode with Yuji and Toto came out. I redubbed the line from Jennifer Lawrence to Megan Thee Stallion on my TikTok. So that video has existed on my TikTok and my Twitter since 2021. And basically, Megan's team licensed the audio to use, and that's the story. How many did you take? Two?
I don't know if I can trust you.
We're not reading it.
So yes. So that's. But honestly, it's sort of a testament to the explosion of anime in general and the popularity of anime. The fact that my voice is on a Megan Thee Stallion song is ridiculous. That is ridiculous. That is crazy. When it happened, I was sitting at home. It was like 9 or 10 o'clock at night, and my phone just started blowing up, and I was like, why is everyone congratulating me? Was I in a project that came out that I don't remember what I did? Like, what is this? Because there's video games we've all recorded like 5 years ago that aren't yet, like things like that happened to us. But I was like, what the heck? And I was like, oh my god, I'm on a Megan Thee Stallion song. I texted the group chat. We chat about a lot of stuff, including Pokemon Go. You can add us at our tables. But anyway, it's crazy. It's great. It's crazy. It's crazy. Thank you so much. Stream the song.
Thank you. This question's for Robbie.
Are you sure?
How many Tic Tacs have the voice actors around you taken from you?
The test has just begun. 3, perfect. 2, okay, but I'm not so sure. I'm not gonna give you the answer. I'm gonna give you the answer.
You already know what's gonna happen if you hand me that thing of Tic Tac.
I know, you're gonna take them all. Katie's already my friend because it's the ultimate flex to know the right answer and still take the wrong amount. That's how I know you.
One for each cheap, baby. That's
Now I'm reevaluating everything. Was that really your question? You could ask another one. Was that really your question?
Hey, Robbie, can I have a Tic Tac? Robbie?
Okay, good, because I just made the Tic Tac thing up 15 minutes ago.
But the question was, if you guys are allowed to say, is there any news that you guys can share of the upcoming anime, like anything?
Everybody dies. Oh no, was that a spoiler?
Yes.
Yeah.
We got some coming. There's some games.
We know nothing! Media phone call a couple months before it comes out, a month or two before it comes out. We're usually, we double out,
I think
right?
there'll be
Yeah.
bombs.
It's quick. You will know as soon as we do.
Yeah.
In our group chat, we literally just share stuff that's public. No.
There is no secret.
Gege is not calling us up and being like, it's coming.
Why does Gege sound like that?
Thank you for your question.
Hello, brother.
So a lot of us look up to you, and you guys are great at voice acting and everything. So my question is, if you can voice a character from your childhood, who would it be? If you were just given the chance to go back in time and voice any character.
Well, even a lot of that old guard from when most of us were younger, they're still in the business. So let's take away the idea that we're stealing their job from them.
Let's just say it's a dream. You can go ahead and voice act anywhere.
Super easy for me. Animaniacs would be mine. Yeah, I mean, like that's where my heart lies, is in animation and comedy and music, and Yakko Warner would be like my dream role, and Rob Paulson is like one of my all-time sort of look up to kind of guys from the old guard. We had the same birthday. His name's Rob. My name's Rob. If we could.
The same person and like the same
100%. And also, like, I really looked up to him because he had a super recognizable voice, but was also transformative, and that's something I was always scared of, like getting clocked, but being able to play different characters. So for me, it would definitely be Animaniacs. It had everything: comedy, music. It's like that'd be like my dream role if I could go back in time and voice it when I was 8. Anybody else?
Yeah, I watched the horror movie Child's Play way too early. Like, way too early.
Like at 6 p.m.?
Yeah, 6 p.m.
It's still light out.
Yeah. It's bad time for a horror movie. And I I just remember being like, dude, Chucky's awesome. Like, completely unaware of what's happening in the film. It's like, he's got a knife. So, yeah. I take a stab at Chucky, for sure. Yeah.
I would have loved to have voiced a Ninja Turtle. Would have been great when I was a kid. I would love to take Donatello all day. I always wanted to, I still would love to voice Daredevil in an animated series. That would be awesome if that ever happened. And then, you know, there was this spin-off of the Never-Ending Story. They made an animated series. I've always loved that movie. I've watched the movie like twice a year. But there was a Never-Ending Story animated series. I would have loved, you know, at that time to voice Atreyu. That would have been really cool. But yeah.
I think Sylvester the Cat.
Hey there, thoughts.
You know, like I've done a lot of those Looney Tunes characters, Foghorn Leghorn or somebody. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Lex, your voice is timeless. I feel like you've got the next 30 years to lock down that Sylvester. I think you got it. I think you got it, baby. I really mean that. I'm not even kidding. I think you could do that voice 100%. Oh, so good.
I grew up watching like Disney movies like Little Mermaid, Mulan, Beauty and the Beast. If I could be the voice of Ariel. I mean, I love her, she's like one of my heroes, but yeah.
Weren't we all just at a show with all the
We
Disney
did, and I got to
princesses?
meet her, and she was very, very kind.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, for me it would be a Ninja Turtle, also. Yeah, Ninja Turtle or Daffy Duck.
You could be my wingman anytime.
Which turtle would you be?
Probably Donatello was my favorite.
Funnily enough, in the new series, also Rob Paulson. So let's take his whole career.
Coming for you, Rob.
Thank you, brother.
Ooh, another juice.
Another one.
We're doing a lot of juices.
We're gonna start cooking through these a little quicker.
The show's
Try to get to
5 minutes, that's it.
Whoa. Okay.
Okay, speed round. So at the end of the JJK movie, Gojo said something to Gento to make him smile, and the audience cut out, so we can't hear what he said. So I don't know what you think he says to Gento to make him smile.
He said, remember the game?
He said your feet are so cute. Don't look down.
Lost. So the story behind that is they swore me to secrecy a little bit because we did localize the line. So I do know what it is, but you're not going to know what it is.
It had something to do with the KFC, wasn't it? KFC.
KFC. Yeah, the line was KFC. Am I right?
What if it was like, he just leans and he's like,
That's funny. It would make me smile.
Or like, your fly has been down this whole time.
He didn't even say anything. He just went.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That's the burning question.
Hi. So my question is, if your character had social media, what would they post and what would their username be?
There's a 0% chance Megami has social media. Easy answer.
Nova would do like fashion blogs. Yeah.
What would the name?
Huh?
Quick branding immediately. Make it clever, make it good. What would their screen name be?
Maybe Toji would be called, I think maybe he'd be called like 8-pack, and he'd just be like doing his ab shots. Just nothing but abs. Maybe some butt shots, like flexing different angles.
8-pack bad dad.
Mine would be like my Pokemon Go name would be American Jaku.
Oh, American Jaku. I feel like Gojo would have kept his MySpace. You know what I mean? Gojo Rock 69. You know, just still the same top 8 that he had when he was in school.
Yobara's Bargains, I think it's pretty good. I'll workshop it.
Yuji's handle would be, because he's known, he's the Tiger of West Junior High. That's his actual nickname. It would be Tiger Lover 123. Lover is LUVR123. There's only one video on it, and you know how sometimes you accidentally record your audio and sing stuff like that on your iPhone. It's that, but it's a video. It's something he didn't need to post. That's just a recording of him walking, and you can hear his just pants
It would go viral.
Yeah, it's 6.9 million views.
They
Thank you for your
Thank
question.
you so much.
That was so rapid fire. These next couple.
How much time do we have left? Hi. What's your name?
What would happen if Yuji didn't eat the finger?
If you never ate the finger.
He'd still be starving. He was so hungry, he had to eat it.
He didn't have lunch that day.
Oh man, I feel like eating the finger, like that's the inciting incident, right? Like that's the thing that sets everything in motion.
But then the show could be ours. We'd be like, Sukuna, we're pretty cool. And we'd bring in the group and we'd have a beach episode and Sukuna would be a basketball game.
It would have been a much more wholesome show.
Just a slice of life anime.
Nothing but filler episodes.
Thank you for your question.
I'm just asking what's your favorite Pokemon character?
Okay, there's too many for me to pick, but I really like Mudkip.
I'm a Gengar guy. I love Gengar.
Are you asking our personal favorite Pokemon? Yeah. Oh my gosh, Raichu.
I really love Roserade.
Lex is looking up.
Who did I capture last?
Top 10 Pokemon, the audience will clap loudly.
I'd probably stick with Pikachu or something.
Good old Pikachu.
Yeah!
Good question.
I captured something recently. What was it?
Okay, now. Hi. If you could voice any other character in JJK, who would it be?
Naku. Sukuna.
Gato. Toda. I love my casting. No one else.
Thank you.
Great question.
All right, this is going to be our last question. I'm sorry, guys.
We're going to be at our tables after this, so you can come and ask us your questions at our tables too. Feel free to come see us.
We're not ending on a mangi joke.
No.
Two more questions.
Two more questions.
Hi. If you could hang out with any character from the anime, who would it be?
Not you.
Reverse that trauma runs deep, you know? I would unironically hang out with Gojo because he's rich, you know what I mean? Like, oh, sorry, Gojo, I forgot my wallet, oopsie.
I have a lot of idiot friends, so I'd hang out with Yuji for sure. Yeah.
I'd definitely hang out with Nova. We'd go shopping. It'd be awesome.
I'd go parkouring with Panda, I think, is what
I just party with my worm.
Good question.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome for nothing.
Now this is the for real last question.
So, I know yesterday I gave you guys art of your characters' Digimon partners. I was wondering, what would your Digimon partners be? If you know what Digimon is.
Mudkip. Quailmon. I don't know any of their names. Our partner, you said?
Yeah.
Shoutmon.
Yeah.
I voice Armadillomon, but I can't pick them because armadillos, a certain percentage of them have leprosy, so it sounds disgusting.
Other versions will be okay.
Yeah, I like that one. I don't know, man. I like the one that looks like a little dinosaur. That'd be my one.
I've always thought, what's his name, Patamon? The one that turns into Angemon, right? The Patamon. He's so cute. He looks like a little loaf of bread, right?
Also has leprosy.
I voice Izzy in Digimon Adventure 2020, so I have a special spot in my heart for Tentamon.
Probably Agumon, because if we're hanging out, things get rough. Digivolve into War Greymon.
That's right.
All right, well, thank you.
guys.
Is that everyone?
What do we got? Thanks for coming to the Jujutsu Panel!
Thank you guys so much for
Thank you so much.
Round one more time.